Welcome to another episode of me trying to teach you anatomy and physiology in an effort for me to learn it myself. Today we are covering tissues. Tissues are going to be a collection of cells and matrix functioning together. Matrix is going to be your extracellular material, so the material outside of your cells, also known as your ground substance, and protein fibers. There are 4 different types of tissues. You have your epithelial tissues, your nervous tissues, your muscle tissues, and your connective tissues. And the connective tissues gets really complicated. I'm going to be starting with your epithelial tissues. So your epithelial tissue is going to be your skin for one, but it's going to be what covers surfaces, but that's an easy way to remember it because skin covers your surface. It's avascular, and avascular means that it has no blood flow to it. It's tightly packed and highly mitotic. So those cells are going to be very close together, and mitotic means it's going to divide a lot. It's going to be little to no matrix at all in it. It's also going to rest upon a basement membrane. So that basement membrane is going to be like a basement in a house. It's going to be at the very bottom. And it's also going to have an apical surface. So the apical surface is going to be a free surface on top. Epithelial tissues are going to be defined by your cell shapes. So you can have your squamous, which are kind of egg-shaped, I think, like squished. Your columnar, which are shaped like columns, like tall and long. Or your cuboidal cells, which are cube-like with kind of rounded edges, not perfectly cube, but you get the idea. And it's also going to be defined how they are layered. So you can have your simple layering, which is just single cells along that basement membrane, or they can be stacked. When they're stacked on top of each other, it's going to be called stratified. You can also have something called pseudostratified. And pseudostratified is when you can have like these really short little cells within the big cells. They all touch that basement membrane, but you have to look really closely to see that. And they're not all going to reach that top apical surface.